and welcome to another episode of The Property Show. We have lined up an exciting edition. Let's have a look at the highlights. Our property pick of the week, we shift gears for the first time on the show and introduce a transformation of shipping containers to modest luxury living pods. Expert segment, we engage Kenya Property Developers Association on challenges affecting the sector.
Whatever we build now, whatever you see in the built environment now was built many years ago. So if we get it wrong, the mess will be there for a long time.
Indeed, Kenya Power continues providing electricity. We head off to Kwale and Kilifi counties for the last mile connections. Catch the accessory spot for that fresh perspective on lighting up your space. Our home ownership journey zeroes in on a homeowner with an eye for investments in the real estate sector. Just sit back and enjoy the show. Your property search starts right here. Remember, there is something for everyone. Who could have thought you can transform a shipping container into a living pod? Let's have a look at a modest luxury housing concept that is affordable and can be assembled within a month, wherever you are.
We're an interior architecture company. We specialize in the building of small structures. We also specialize in the fit-outs of commercial spaces, specifically offices. We manufacture and design our furniture here in Kenya. The modular pod was a response to a need that we had. We needed to be able to design and build and fabricate a high-quality living structure that could be transported from our building location in Nairobi all the way to rural areas per se, as one instance, and still look well done and work well within the rural areas. And that's why we decided to design the Moja pod to respond to that need.
So the Moja pod, this prototype took us 15 days to build. We did this one, we have our foonies that we do for our commercial fit-outs, as quickly described. So this one, so we have a good working relationship with our foodies, and so we've been able to turn this over in a quick time. When we move into production, we'll be maintaining a speed of around that. So for this 20-foot model, we'll be able to produce in about 3 weeks, and the 40-foot model in about 4 weeks.
So some of the advantages that I would single out with the Moja pod, there are actually 3 advantages. One is the speed of build. As Jeremy said, we build this 20-foot container in 15 days. Another is the mobility. You're able to transport this container far up the truck can go, this container can go. And the third is the quality of build. That anyone who's interested in a quite a high and refined quality of build, you're able to get that with speed and with mobility. I would say the space is constrained to a 20-foot container. The width is a very standard width, which is 2.4 meters. So everything has to happen within the 2.4 meters of width. But with design always has constraints, and for us that's just a challenge. And this can be mitigated in very many ways, in terms of the way you place the windows, the openings, in the way, the materials that you use to create the illusion of more space than you have.
And also, being a furniture manufacturer, We've also designed the furniture to fit the space specifically. So for example, the sofas that we're sitting on, it fits the space without looking too big or bulky. It makes sense in the space. We've had a lot of interest from commercial entities, from the hospitality industry, hotels, from the banking industry, banks, retail stores as well. And all of them are looking for a model where they can roll out a chain, their retail chain across the country in a way that's fast, the same quality build, and it rolls out in a good speed. Okay. We've also had a number of interest from companies doing large infrastructure projects, construction projects, and NGOs who are looking for things like staff quarters in remote areas. So that's quite a bit of interest from those sort of entities.
We've also had interest from your everyday clients who have maybe an acre or half an acre, and they want to be able to have a guest extension or a library or a gym, and they do not want the hassle to begin building. So it's more of like an instant gratification sort of need. So speed and quality of build. The Moja pod, as you know the name Moja, which is the beginning, is like the SI unit of the components that we will now begin to assemble. So you'll be able to either get the Moja pod or a bigger unit and a bigger unit, and you'll be able to stack them on top, juxtapose them next to each other, so that you're able to have even a mansion using these building blocks that we are now designing.
Yeah, so in addition to Moja Pod, we've been designing and manufacturing office furniture here in Kenya for the last year. So our office furniture is again of the similar aesthetic. It's modern, minimal office furniture that is everything from your workstations, your storage units, and your boardroom tables, the full range of office products. With that understanding of how things are built and made, it's been able to translate into making this Moja Pod very doable for our company. You'll see from the furniture, from the cabinetry, all of the fittings. It's something that we've have a very good knowledge on. Also, with this Moja Pod, we've designed it in a way where people can customize what it is that they want for their usage. So, for example, what we're sitting in now is more of a home office or a studio space that's outfitted with a full bathroom, with a full kitchen, and then this sitting area. It works for things like a bachelor or a bachelorette or a studio. But if someone now is looking for an office and they don't need a kitchen, they can just select the option of bathroom only, and it comes out with a bathroom. And if they select that option, it comes with all of the fixtures. So it comes with a toilet, it comes with a shower and a basin. If they want the kitchen option, they can upgrade to that as well.
We also are in the process of rolling out the 40-foot as well. The 40-foot is twice the size of this pod. The 40-foot has the option of having a separate bedroom with a wardrobe space and quite a large kitchen, larger than this, with a bar area. So that's another product that is in the pipeline.
So we designed this Moja Pod so that it's as plug and play. You order it, it comes delivered to your site, we drop it there, and you literally plug it into your systems that you have on site. So there's a back utility closet on the outside of the pod where you connect your power, you connect your water, and then you connect any other additional things that you want, whether it be solar power for the electricity, solar water heating if you so choose. The drainage all comes into one point where you can connect a biodigester or a bio box. So you can use take the black water and the gray water, recycle it so it can be put back into the toilet to flush the toilets and for irrigation. And so this is meant to be a place where you can take it and connect it to Nairobi just fine, or you can take it to Shags and be completely off the grid if need be. So regarding the Moja Pod, we've had a lot of interest from both residential and commercial, as we discussed. For commercial groups, one aspect that this pod where it makes sense is that when you look at a lot of commercial entities, they're looking to now set up any sort of fixed asset, their retail shop or something. When they go into construction, their money is locked into their project until they're able to open up shop. So the construction projects can take anywhere from 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, depending on the size. With a product like this can be rolled out in, again, like we said, a matter of weeks. So that means your money is now, it's not locked in. It's now actually turns into a capital asset within a matter of weeks. So it's a good turnaround time and makes a lot of business sense for a lot of commercial entities.
And in the same respect, once you have this pod, it's mobile. So if you set it up somewhere and you're not getting the clientele that you need, you can easily put it back on your flatbed truck and relocate, and you have your asset. It's not locked into a fixed building. Your tiles are there, your walling, your paint, and all that stuff that you invested. You can actually move this asset of yours, and I think that's quite golden.
Unique about this concept. First, it can be shipped and customized for both urban and rural living. Secondly, the same container can be transformed into residential as well as commercial space or even a kiosk. Lastly, you have options to work with. You can connect to the utilities grid, use solar as well as a biobox for water and waste recycling. Let's have a look at economic housing group, another alternative building technology in today's market.
Economic Housing Group. EHG is a leading company in prefabricated affordable housing and furniture home of prefabricated structures. EHG structures utilize a modular system designed for all types of housing requirements, from dual-story office complexes and homes to low-cost modular houses, schools, offices, and accommodation units. These prefabricated structures are eco-friendly home-built with intention of curbing global warming for a greener Mother Earth. The EHG offers over 50 different standard home designs, which can be modified according to your individual needs and tastes, with options of coming up with your own design.
Finally, we get to see log homes, an innovative building concept with stunning designs.
Limuru Hills Health Resort Spa and Residence is a luxurious holiday getaway with a variety of rejuvenating amenities and a clubhouse along with a restaurant and business conference facility. All this will be built on a 20-acre land with a stream flowing through the site, which will be conserved by building a dam. Salient features include en-suite bedrooms with fine finishes and fittings, frequently asked questions involving use of logs, a new concept in building, include durability. Many would wonder the lifespan of log homes and their permanency survival in a tropicalized country like ours. Log homes have survived up to 150 years in the European countries. Obviously, like all normal homes, one must take care, and maintenance is always essential in keeping your home to an acceptable standard. Cost of insurance. Insuring a log home is just like insuring any other ordinary house. By installing sprinklers, fire sensors and alarms, fire extinguishers, and all other measures safeguarding a house against perils that can befall any other property, you substantially reduce the premiums to be paid in insuring a log home. Skills and experience. We do acknowledge that the log homes technology is a specialized area in construction. We are, however, aware of one developer here in Kenya who has done an immense and incredible work in developing log structures and has brought log specialists from Finland to assemble the structures and with the help of local construction workers. With training and sufficient induction, he has succeeded in training the workers to carry out the job independently and with utmost effectiveness.
To live with a whole new world of choice. At First Avenue, we'll hold your hand as you find that sound investment as well as your perfect home. Visit our offices or connect with us through our social media platforms. Next, the chairman of KPDA discussing the key challenges facing the sector.
KPDA, Kenya Property Developers Association, has been around for 10 years. It was formed in 2006 by developers, mostly around Nairobi, who were coming together to solve some of the issues that they were having with government and other regulators, so they put together. Mostly what we do for our members is trying to get them together to solve a lot of issues that we all go through individually. So every developer, wherever they are, will have an issue that they have, whether it is with getting approvals, getting land transactions done, with neighborhood associations, even funding issues, sourcing, information. So we just thought if we come together and gather all this information together, we can help one another. We can resolve our issues individually, but it always helps us when we can resolve the issues systematically so that nobody has to have that issue again. If the system is working smoothly and easily for everyone, that helps develop the industry altogether. Our general purpose, basically, as KPDA, is trying to create a value-driven, sustainable, and socially responsible industry. So value-driven means we really want to make profit because it's important. All these hurdles that our members go through create cost at the end of the day. That cost becomes a cost in the house that reduces the number of houses we can build and the number of people who can take them. We need sustainable things because we know nowadays it's about the environment. It's also about the industry itself. Is it going to survive? How long is it going to survive? We need to be able to survive through many years. And social responsibility, somebody told me recently, we're actually building for generations. Whatever we build now, whatever you see in the built environment now was built many years ago. I think Macmillan Library was built in the 20s, it's still there. So what we're building now is going to last for a long time. So if we get it wrong, the mess will be there for a long time. So we better get it right and help people build there. So becoming a member is easy. We admit corporate members, basically. There are companies that are working in the development space. That's the requirement we need them to have. We have a form. We also require them to sign a code of conduct because one of the things we said is our values and our ethos, what we're trying to do is be socially responsible. So we have a code of conduct which we ask you to read, to sign and agree to, that you will be responsible, ethical and fair in your activities as a developer. Yeah, development is very difficult. A developer is always standing in the middle of a huge, complex industry with a lot of risk, but the developer is the one who takes a lot of the risk. So starting with land cost and land availability, that's very difficult because whatever we get, and we are always looking for bare land, empty land, or land that is ready for redevelopment, to add to it. So that land cost becomes a huge impediment for starting a project. You haven't even started your project and the land cost is already high. Regulation has been and continues to be a challenge, especially around zoning laws, some of the environmental laws. And what we advocate for as KPDA is clarity, so that it's clear what the rules are, where they apply and how they apply. The problem is sometimes a developer will get a piece of land, he's told he can only build, say 12 units, he starts on them. The next week his neighbor has got the same piece of land, he's building 24 units. They'll be cheaper because he's not 12, he's competing with him. But it wasn't clear why he got 12 and somebody else got 24. Funding is a big challenge because capital is expensive in this part of the world, and also real estate is very capital intensive. The amount of money required in it is quite heavy. So getting structures that will help us attract capital easier and develop the returns for the investors, that can be a challenge. And finally, one of the legal ones, after you've been through all your process of building, is transactions. So one of the things we've really been advocating for and pushing for is how do we improve land transactions in the Ministry of Lands. So right now we have quite a number of developers. You finished your development, you have your buyers, they have mortgages, but to connect all these you have to put in a land transaction, and the land transaction is taking 3 months, 6 months, and that just creates a whole lot of cost because interest is running, the buyers are getting impatient. If we could do that quickly, and there are jurisdictions it can be done in 2 weeks, there is no reason it should take 6 months. Yeah. So what we do is we've gotten different forums, is what we'd say, where we meet with them and can engage candidly about the issues. And we are lucky actually that in this day and age we have a government that is quite progressive and welcoming to meet with us. So we don't have, whether it is the counties or the Ministry of Lands or even in the housing area, we don't have anywhere where we are unable to go meet with them. The National Construction Authority, NEMA, even the Kenya Revenue Authority has come to meet with us and discuss our issues. So they are quite open to having discussions and saying what we want. So from there, what we try and do is create the issues and then identify which are the bottlenecks that are affecting us and try to negotiate something that works for everyone. Currently, we are trying to, for instance, deal with the National Construction Authority. We have a development levy that they are charging us now, which is 0.5% of the construction cost. We tend to feel that is very high, especially for the larger projects, and we've been engaging with them about how we can have this reduced or at least tiered. So the bigger your project, you don't have to pay 0.5% on that, or at least it should have a cap. I think our proposal was up to 10 million shillings. Because beyond that it starts becoming a ridiculous amount of money. And we've had some successes. With Nairobi County, we engaged with them about approval fees, which had been raised about 2 years ago, and we were able to agree a reduced rate from what they had proposed. So we do have some good success stories by engaging with them, but literally it's sitting with them, trying to talk through what the options are and what are better ways to do things.
KPDA contributes to world-class ethical standards whilst providing well-researched, informed programs for property developers. Up next, we feature a range of lighting solutions ideal for your space.
Generally, we have all lighting that are used in the interior, in the houses and commercials. We have ceiling lights, we have spotlights, we have garden lights, we have chandeliers, we have pendant lights, basically everything that you're going to need in your house. So as I'm going to walk step by step, I'm going to show you the different kinds and why they're supposed to be used. So these are ceiling lights. They can be used in the bathrooms, in the ceilings, whichever place you prefer in your house, you can use them. They're waterproof and they're very convenient when you use them in the bathroom. As we walk by, these are wall brackets, and we also have full moons, as you can see on the display. These wall brackets are very efficient when you use them in the living room, as they provide ambient lighting in your house. Depends on your taste and what the kind of lighting you want in your house. As we move ahead, on this stand we have fluorescent lights, and as you can see they have different designs. All these fluorescent lights use LED, and they can be used in different areas. As you can see, depending on the length and size, commercial buildings, they use such type. So on this stand we have security lights. All these lights are LED. I'm going to insist on the LED part because we are moving away from the usual bulbs. We are moving to more of LED and solar. For us at Lavan Building Paradise, we only provide LED and solar type of lighting. And as you can see, these are security lights. Some of them are daylight, some of them are warm white, depending on the type and size and the amount of light you require in your residentials or even in your apartments. On this stand, we have floodlights, and as you can see, this is daylight, this is warm white. They depend on size. And we also have motion sensor type of lighting. These are mostly used for commercial spaces. We're speaking of stadiums, we're speaking of public areas. And the motion sensors can be used mostly on the gates. They detect any kind of movement in case of and in the case of which you want security in your house, we recommend that you use motion sensors on your gates. These are garden lights. We have different type of garden lights. They are wall-mounted type of garden lights, and they're also pole type of garden lights. This can be used outside in your homes, also in restaurants, in your driveways, whichever way you prefer them to be used. With this type of lighting, some of them use solar. As you can see, this type of design use solar, and some of them they use bulbs, the LED type of bulb. We do not recommend that you use the other type of bulbs in the market. As you can move this side, these are wall-mounted type of garden lights that I was telling you about. And these ones can be used in the gates, restaurants, apartments, whichever area you will prefer them to be used. We give you the best advice on where to use them. I'm going to take you through all the different types of chandeliers that we have, because we have a very wide variety of chandeliers. Here we have traditional type of chandeliers, and as you can see them, they are lantern types. These ones you can use the LED bulbs that I'm recommending for your houses. These ones can be used outdoor. This can also be used in restaurants, at the reception, whichever kind of way you want them to be used, you can use them. As I walk through, you can see the different type of chandeliers I'm speaking about. An instance is this type of chandelier, which is a 3-arm. This is a 5-arm. These have a mosaic effect on them. If you also have kids in your house, and for those young mothers, for those young families, you want to bring an interesting and a very good light in your child's room, you can use such type of lighting. And for those living in the hot areas, we have a kind of light that provides both the lighting and the fan.
Property Show, we work with different in-house interior designers. Connect with us for tips on how to create bespoke furniture for your home. After the break, Kenya Power lighting up Kwale and Kilifi counties. Homeowner with an eye for real estate investments, and the property gallery with a selection of properties available in the market. Don't go away. Welcome back. Kenya Power continues to light up the country as they head to Kwale and Kilifi County for the last mile connections.
tunashukuru sana kupata stima sahihi, kwa sababu tulikuwa hatujapata stima kwa muda mrefu sana. Lakini kutoka tulipopata uongozi wetu wa ugatuzi, maendeleo yameingia hata nyanjani, tunapata stima na wananchi wanashukuru sana, kwa sababu sasa stima inaingia mpaka vijijini chini kabisa huko. Hii sikulipia chochote, hata sijui kwa nitaipata lini stima. Lakini kwa watu huu naona kama ni ndoto. Natumia tu taa za kawaida, koroboi zile za mafuta taa ndogo ndogo. Kwa kila siku nanunua mafuta zaidi ya shilingi 20-30. Watoto kama wataka kustadi usiku, inaonekana kama wanapata madhara, wako na ugonjwa, wanasema macho yanawasha, mara anakuambia sijui mapua na nini. Lakini sasa hii mtoto anaweza kustadi, hata ukamwambia hebu nenda ukalale kwa sababu kesho ni wakati wako nataka kwenda shule. Ndio na yeye anaingia kwa kitanda, kwa sababu anaona raha, kwa sababu stima iko pale. Kama kuna laptop sasa watastadi vizuri na laptop zao. Na hata alikuwa tunapata shida, kwa sababu watoto wengine hatuna sikia runinga, lakini sasa tunaweza na sisi tukanunua TV tukaweka kwa nyumba, watoto wakapata vile vipindi vya watoto wenzao, wakaona jinsi wanavyoendelea kwa kimasomo. Unajua sisi huku ni kama sisi kama wengine ambao tuna kazi, tunategemea tu kulima. Pesa ilikuwa ni shida sana. Lakini sasa naona stima itaboresha mambo yetu, kwa sababu naweza nikanunua freezer yangu nikaweka kwa nyumba, na kama nikuuza barafu nikafanya mambo yangu mengine, kama nikuuza samaki nitakuwa nauza samaki. Kwa hiyo tunafurahikia sana.
Kutumia koroboi ni kulingana na mambo ya kifedha. Kazi zenyewe ndizo hizo, bwanangu kazi hana. Watoto wangu walikuwa hapo mwanzo hawezi kusoma zile saa ambazo zatakikana watoto wasome, lakini kuanzia sasa lazima mambo yatakuwa yamegeuka, wataendelea vizuri.
Maisha hapo mbeleni nilikuwa natumia tu koroboi. Tena hicho koroboi pia nacho kimetoboka. Tumekiwekea tu tumekitia kwenye kidude. Lakini saa hii nashukuru watu wa Kenya Power vile walipotuwekea hii stima. Nawapatia pongezi sana.
Je, uko na simu?
Ndio.
Ulikuwa unatumia pesa kama ngapi kwa simu yako, labda kama mama Priscilla na
kwa nikicharge na charge kutoka shilingi 10. Ninatumia kwa muda wa siku 3 ama siku 4. Sasa hii maisha itakuwa kidogo iko na nafuu, kwa sababu nikipenda kutumia taa na washa, kwa kuchaji simu na charge.
Ile ndogo kabisa ndio nilikuwa natumia. Watoto wanasoma niko nao, wajukuu niko nao. Shida ni kama moshi kwa kifua, wengine kushikana kwa kifua. Ile gitaa hawaoni kisawasawa kuandika, mara nyingine havionyeshi kisawasawa. Najua mna moshi huku, taandika kweli kisawa. Nilikuwa sitarajii na ilikuwa siwezi kusema kwa ukweli, kwa hali hali yangu sio mzuri sana. Lakini sasa stima ilikuwa naitaka, lakini pesa kuingilia hii huku na huku ikawa kitu siku hizi ni pesa. Ni mwangaza peke yake natumia, na watoto wakisoma kimaliza mara nyingine uzima.
As an investor or a developer, there are many things you have to consider as you embark on your development project. One such critical and important thing is power. As you make plans for your development, it is important that you approach Kenya Power at the earliest stage possible. This will guarantee that as your development project proceeds, your plans for power are also ongoing. And with an additional 5,000 megawatts of electricity being injected into the power grid, you can be guaranteed that power costs are definitely coming down. Plan for power as you embark on your development project.
Kenya Power has kept their promise, providing electricity across the country. You too can get connected. Just call or visit their offices. Next, we zero in on a homeowner with an eye for investment in the real estate sector.
Niliamua kununua nyumba mwaka wa 2014. Nilienda nikaongea na bank, ikaweza kunipea mkopo. Halafu nikaweza kupata hii nyumba. Nilinunua Nakuru sababu Nakuru kuna opportunities mingi na bei si ya juu sana kama ya Nairobi. Kununua nyumba ni kitu mzuri. Unaweza tengeneza nyumba yako vizuri venye unataka bila mtu kukuingilia. Utakaa na amani bila kusumbuliwa na landlords. Na tena unaweza fanyia biashara. Unaweza kondisha, upate pesa, yani unaweza kujisimamia kwa maisha. Nimeweza kufanya biashara ya serviced apartments na nimeona imenisaidia sana. Ningependa kuambia mtu yeyote mwenye ako pale nje, mwenye ako na ndoto ya kupata nyumba yake, na hata kama ako na pesa kidogo, anaweza enda ongea na bank, wanaweza kumpatia mkopo aweze kupata nyumba yake. Makosa ambayo watu wanafanya usiweze kumaliza malipo ya nyumba ni kuchukua nyumba yenye inazidi uwezo wako. Sababu ukitembea Nakuru iko nyumba ya kila bei. Sasa wewe unaweza kujipima uwezo wako umefika kiwango gani ndio uweze kulipa.
You too can share your home ownership story. Connect with us on our social media platforms and we'll be at your doorstep. Next, a collection of properties available in the market.
Koraiha waterfront is ideally situated just 35 kilometers northwest of busy downtown Nairobi, along Thika Superhighway and just 10 kilometers southeast of cosmopolitan Thika. Koraiha waterfront is uniquely designed both inside and out, with homes boasting intimate settings that attract people with a zest for life. It has 3 different house types to pick from: Villa Type A, Villa Type B, and the Bungalow. Accommodation includes spacious lounge, dining area, wide kitchen, laundry and pantry area, expansive family room, 4 bedrooms ensuite, study, master bedroom with walk-in closet, and indoor zen garden. Salient features include parking spaces, open-air veranda with a pergola, kitchen yard, 2 detached servants' quarters, terrace, 24-hour security on site, gym, clubhouse, and man-made dam. Price is on inquiry. Gitanga duplexes are a modern development located in the heart of Lavington off Gitanga Road. Privileged by its exquisite design and opulent finishes, this elegant residence offers 36 4-bedroom ensuite duplexes. Accommodation includes lower level, spacious living room, dining room, fitted kitchen with detached pantry, guest bedroom on select units, doobie area with washing machine provisions, and exterior storage for gas tanks. Upper level, spacious master ensuite bedroom with walk-in closet, 2 bedrooms ensuite, TV or family room which can be turned into a 5th bedroom. Salient features include 2 car parking spaces per unit, low maintenance fully glazed UPVC windows, balconies with panoramic views, carbo-paved driveways, guardhouse, underground and overhead water tanks. Price is on inquiry. Crystal Suites are modern luxury apartments with a stylish design, craftsmanship, and attention to detail, offering a total of 16 units. Crystal Suites apartments are off-plan and set for completion in June 2017. The development will comprise of 8 units of 1 bedroom and 8 units of 2-bedroom apartments, which are master ensuite. Each unit will be characterized by the following features: large living room, open-plan fitted kitchen, granite countertops, aluminium windows, high-end ceramic tiles, inbuilt wardrobes, visitors cloakroom, intercom services, internet connection ports and CCTV cameras, solar water heater and backup lighting will be available. For the 1-bedroom, the price is 10.5 million Kenya shillings. And for the 2-bedroom, the price is 15.5 million Kenya shillings. Naivasha Grandview Estate Phase 2 is an affordable commercial and residential project. It is located along Mai Mahiu Road, 10 minutes drive from Naivasha town. This property offers a scenic view of Mount Longonot and Lake Naivasha that attracts tranquility necessary for holiday homes. Naivasha Grandview Estate also allows you to take advantage of the projected business growth in Naivasha and Longonot town. Consider the construction of the standard gauge railway Phase 2A, which is scheduled to commence in Q1 of 2017. The phase will extend from Nairobi to Naivasha, making Naivasha a special economic zone as it will host 2 freight stations at Suswa Township and at Mai Mahiu. Naivasha will host industrial parks that will connect the railway to the port of Mombasa, leveraged on the development of geothermal energy. This will stimulate growth and your investment will grow in value over time. For 1/8 of an acre, the price is 450,000 Kenya shillings. For 1/4 of an acre, the price is 850,000 Kenya shillings.
From tastefully furnished apartments to contemporary styled modern luxury living, the Property Gallery has a wide array of sound investments. Visit our First Avenue offices for that fast dip into the property market. Thank you for watching The Property Show, and that's it for today. Tune in next Sunday for an in-depth coverage on the advantages of sectional properties, as well as a highlight of new opportunities coming up in the market. Your property search starts right here. Remember, there is something for everyone. Kwaheri.